go. Go, go. One more. Lay off one more time. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to, of course, yet another episode of SA3 TV. And as you can see behind me, we have probably one of the most OEM looking Audi S6s I have probably seen in my entire life. The modifications on this S6 just are completely mind-blowing. We've just been out in it a couple of minutes ago. It is stupidly fast. So we have the owner here who will be explaining a little bit more about the mods that he's done. So can you explain to us a little bit more about what you've done with the wheels? So tell us a little bit more about what you've done with the exterior.
Well, nothing much, just rear RS6 diffuser,
so we have
RS7 wheels.
Yep.
And that's it really. And obviously a Maxim design lip spoiler.
It is, to be fair, it's quite nice. I
just wanted it subtle.
It is, yeah. To be honest with you, I think when you first came down,
yeah,
I was a little bit like, oh, that thing's a little bit too extreme. But I think looking at it now, obviously you've got the RS6 spoiler. You've got the diffuser as well. You also got the MRC badge.
Yes.
I mean, the MRC badge probably adds about extra 10 horsepower, so it's so it's fine.
Well.
It's lovely. I think for myself personally,
Yeah.
I mean, I like to have the OEM plus look. So in terms of exterior, what else have you done?
That's it really. And hydro dip the front grille. And that's about it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Is that carbon?
No, basically it's hydro dipped.
Oh, I just noticed that now.
Yeah, so to match the rear diffuser.
Oh, interesting.
And the one in the middle is really unnoticeable. I just wanted to. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't even.
No.
Yeah, as you guys can see there, you wouldn't even notice that. So in terms of the outside, you've kept it completely OEM standard.
Originally, I was thinking about it is to do an RS6 wide body conversion because they've never done it on a saloon on a C7 model.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do it because I want to keep it subtle.
Fair enough. So tell us a little bit about what hides under that bonnet.
Well, it's the stock 4-litre TFSI engine. It's related to the RS6, RS7, but the internals are slightly different. It's got a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. That's stock still, and that is what's capping the power and the torque.
Yep.
Silly rabbit air intake, and underneath here is
There it is. That's where the monster lives.
basically RS7 hybrid turbos.
Okay. Interesting.
Actuators, I can't even say it properly, from Ukraine
Yep.
or Lithuania.
Yep.
CSF charge cooler.
Okay.
I believe I'm one of the first. I don't want to say I'm the first.
Yep.
Upgraded water pump.
Yep.
For the charge cooler, so it spins 100% cycle.
That's mental.
APR front mount heat exchanger, so obviously to cool down the charge cooler.
Yep.
Water meth, put on myself, and thanks to our MRC they connected it to the ECU because I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So it's meth inject. Yeah, it is meth injectors. Yeah.
And it's obviously hardwired to the ECU.
Okay.
What else? And diverter valves, billet ones from Turbo Smart. They don't do it for this engine, but these diverter valves are originally for the EA 888 engines.
So the one that comes in the S3, the MQB ranges.
Yeah, so they fit the RS3, but obviously the 2-litre Golf R, S3, S1. But obviously the part number, OEM part number, the same. So
Yep.
I thought they should fit, so they did fit, thank God.
Interesting.
That's
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
obviously Miltech turbo back.
Oh yeah. So you've got the
And-
milk. Yep. Okay.
And slightly modified from the catback kind of thing. Slightly modified to make it sound more roary.
Yep. Fair enough.
And that's about it as far as I can remember.
So you've got different maps, haven't you, on it? So could you explain a little bit more about what maps you've got on it?
So yes. So on map 1, it's 470 brake. I don't know the torque. It's on the dynograph somewhere.
Yep.
At home. Map 2 is 727 brake.
Oh my god.
And map 3 is 745 brake horsepower. And the torque I can remember because 870 is capped. obviously the stock
Yeah.
clutch pack.
So you've got a lot in terms of the future of it. You've got a lot of work to do in terms of.
I reckon I don't want to sound like I don't want to just chase numbers, because initially I wanted to the 700,
Yeah.
which I got it, thank God. Is if I upgrade the clutch pack,
Yeah.
the torque will be over 1,000 easily.
Yeah,
I'm
very.
convinced,
Yeah, very.
easily. The power, I reckon it can squeeze a bit more power out of it as well. Yeah, maybe I'm going to upgrade to ethanol as well. I can't do it, it's a waste of time now because with the stock clutch pack, there's no point.
Okay. All right. Cool. What we'll do is let's get to the drive-in and go from there.
And another thing I forgot, upgrade water pump. I mean fuel pumps, high pressure fuel pumps from Russia.
From Russia.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's get to it. Right, guys. So we are back, and of course, in the S6, and he's going to give it a little bit of the beans here. So listen to the way this thing sounds. It is absolutely ridiculous. Right. So tell us a little bit more about why the S6. What out of all the cars, why the S6?
Personally, I think it's underrated. It's a saloon.
Yeah.
Could get an RS6 van, stage 2, whatever, and it would have reached between 710, 730 brake. But I just wanted an S-tronic double clutch saloon car. I just wanted something different, really. And I know maybe I'm showing off here, but I'm convinced this is the fastest S6 in the UK.
To be fair, mate, the way you let it off earlier on, even I was just like, oh my god.
But like I said, I just wanted something different, to be honest. I don't want an RS6 or an RS7.
Yeah, because I think the RS6, they're very common.
Yes.
You do see them a lot. And I think with the S6, I can totally agree with you, they are very, very underrated.
Yes.
Massively underrated. And I think the way you've done this car in particular, mate, even I'm just like, okay, you know what? Hands down, mate, hands down.
Thank you very much.
No, go on.
Obviously, the dual clutch, the launch control is much better at takeoff than the RS brothers. You can't really launch them.
Yeah.
But I'm not really fussed about that. It's just the characteristics of the gearbox I like as well.
It is a very, to be honest with you, I remember when I first came to saw the car, even I was like, you know what, you've done quite, it's very classy. The way I say it on my channel all the time about keeping the car having that classy look, but still aggressive when you want it to be. Just like my S3 a little bit. My S3 is a little bit crazy sometimes, but the way you've done this car is actually quite nice. I like the wheels, I like the way you've done it. You've kept it simple, but yet if you want it to go a little bit crazy, you've still got that option. So what's it like as a daily? And be honest about what's it like genuinely like as a daily car.
To be honest, if I use it daily, it's friendly. If you use it friendly.
Okay.
But if you want to start being like playing around with it, boy racer, it's not going to be friendly with fuel.
So what does it average? What does it average look at?
I haven't even looked at that. It's like miles per gallon to me. Like I don't even look at the miles per gallon, to be honest. I'm being honest with you. But
bloody hell. Listen to that.
Yeah.
And that's that in sport?
That's in sport. So dynamic sport.
Listen to that. It's so, you know what? It's so subtle, but yet when you put your foot down, it's so like roars. And that's the one thing I will say about the Audi V8. It's just undeniably just absolutely mental.
Especially, I just wanted, if you get an aftermarket exhaust system for the S6 or S7, they're not going to be as great as an aftermarket RS6, RS7 exhaust system. So I just want to be just as aggressive as the RS aftermarket system. So that's what I've done. I had to customise it a bit.
So my audience know that I'm absolutely crazy and obsessed about exhaust systems. So what exhaust system have you got? So from the cap all the way back to the back box, what have you got?
It's a Miltech, but it's modified. I modified it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Oh, so you actually bought a Miltech back box or the full system?
So full system turbo back.
Okay.
But I've done a bit of a modification at the centre resonator.
What did you do?
Well, I don't really say.
that's fine. Tell me off the camera. Tell me off the camera. Interesting.
Yeah.
And how much of a difference did it make?
Well, noise-wise, it's like literally as if you're putting an aftermarket exhaust system on an RS6 or an RS7.
Yeah, because this
is literally
this
I want it to
like
be
an RS6.
Yeah, so that's how I want it to be, because they always change the exhaust tone for like certain models, like the S or the RS.
So we turn around there. Yeah, so we just want to turn around here, but yeah, because when you start this thing, it sounds. Yeah, like listen to that.
Yeah.
I like the pops and bangs because they're very subtle.
And I can switch it off as well.
Yeah. So it's switchable, just like the S3. But the way this thing moves, it is stupid. You know what? Give it a go here. It should be alright.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh. So you see those two people that went past us?
Yeah.
And that is a Karen. So I was explaining to it what a Karen is.
Hey, I have seen you around this neighborhood too many times. This is ridiculous. Your car is insanely loud.
Obviously, as my audience, you guys know what a Karen is. That was a typical Karen, mate. We walked past and smelled it. Bloody hell, man. You know the one thing I will say about this S6 which I like the most, it's not obnoxious, as in it's not annoying. My S3, I will be honest with you, when I let it off, it does irritate me sometimes. But this is not obnoxious at all.
Yeah, I guess so.
So this is so in terms of the exhaust system, that's it for the exhaust system, isn't it?
That's it. Nothing else.
So,
obviously the red diffuse to make it look like an RS.
Yeah.
Just to make it look a bit different from another S6.
I think that's it in terms
and
of
the prop shaft.
Yeah.
I got a billet prop shaft carrier, so it won't move, because high torque and high power.
Yeah.
These models are known to break the rear diff, to like break it inside. So I got a billet prop shaft carrier, so it holds it in place.
Oh, okay. So you've thought about in terms of the reliability and the health of the car, because I think a lot of people these days they forget about the health of the car. And you can have all the power in the world, but is your car going to really take it? That's the thing.
Because obviously doing your homework, if you do your homework properly, things will come out to be properly done.
Yeah, no, mate, honestly, hands down, I respect this build so much. It is stupid. Actually, my pops and bags make me smile every time we let it off. It's amazing, man. So in terms of the engine base, to explain to us a little bit about the turbos, why didn't you go for the standard set, say for example Garrett turbos or anything like that?
Basically, this engine carries a particular turbo. You can't just slap on any other turbo.
Yeah.
I wish you could, but you can't. So the only option is, like, people, what they tend to do, it started 5 years ago, I remember. I'm not gonna say the company, but they put RS6 turbos on S6 and achieved wicked, like, really good power. Yeah. So I'm thinking, wow, like, literally, it's possible to do RS6, especially hybrids. It's capable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I found a bargain. Got these turbos, got them health checked. They were fine. I thought, you know what, hybrid them. I got a 4mm air compressor wheels, 4mm bigger, and that's it. I know the car's capable of more power. Yeah. But as I said, it's the gearbox that's capping the torque and the power. It's mainly the torque with a clutch pack. So the turbos you got on this car at the moment, that's from an RS6 or RS7?
RS7,
it was in a fire damaged RS7.
So right guys, so unfortunately while we were filming, so I'll put the window down, so my SD card decided to have an error, and we were talking about so much, so we covered about the turbos. So what he's done is pretty much grabbed an RS7, so you've got an RS7 turbo, and you've just made it into a hybrid. Yes. Bloody hell, man, that's just mental.
Could have gone more crazy, but there's no point.
Yeah, there's not.
It's going to cause more lag, and like I said, it's the gearbox that's holding me back. I just want, with these hybrids, I'm convinced, like, I don't want to say MRC obviously didn't tell me because I didn't ask them. Yeah. But I'm convinced it'll maybe touch 800. I'm convinced with, like, obviously if I don't do nothing, if I do something to the gearbox, that's when I can start playing a bit more.
So have you always been an Audi person then?
Always, since a young kid. My mum's originally owned an Alfa Romeo. Okay. Like, I love them cars, don't get me wrong. But then after, she bought an Audi A4 and that's when I was always into the VAG group, like Volkswagen Audi group.
Ah, okay, interesting.
But I think my favourite all-time car,
yeah,
it's got to be between the Golf Mark 4 R32.
Oh, I love an R32.
Or a 993 Turbo. They're like my dream cars. But I love this. It's not going to go nowhere for a lifetime. I'm going to keep it because it's like something that I've achieved.
Right, guys. So yet again, my camera decided to cut off. For this is the second time now. But so yeah, so this build is absolutely insane, mate. I rate it. I'm really looking forward to, in terms of, probably most likely it's just left here, so I'm really looking forward in terms of the future wise, like in terms of what you're going to do with it. Make sure to keep me updated. Right, guys, so as you guys know, we're catching up to 700 subscribers, so make sure to smash that subscribe button, share, and hopefully tonight my vlog with Luke on Hampshire photography is also coming out tonight, so stay tuned and take care of yourself.